And we're back with some more Rimworld. And today is the start of spring, which means it's time to plant some crops and go a little bit nuts. We want to get lots and lots of money and buy lots of things. Dog's Body here is doing a little bit of amateur dentistry on, who is it? Coyote? So let's have a quick look and see how they hit level 12 medical. I want Dog's Body to hit level 12 medical for a reason that will become apparent later. But for the time being, let's just skip forward a bit and maybe worry about the problems of all of this later. One quick bit of tending I want to get around to is the home zone. Currently, all of these areas marked in blue are places that I am going to clean or maintain. I would rather cut down on that. It's just, it's extra work. Anytime my critters do anything that gets stuff a little bit dirty, then they worry about it. Or my pawns go out to take care of it and clean the area. I would rather they did not. So I'm just going to get rid of that so they're not cleaning anywhere that's not essential. Also, it's to do with putting out fires and things like that. So we'll just we'll cut things down to a nice, smaller, more coherent package so there's less wasted time. Because right now, my pawns are running around a lot, doing a lot of wasted time instead of doing the jobs they're supposed to be doing. A quick note on these surgeries I'm doing. It does destroy your relationships with the leagues. So this person belongs to, where is it? Their bio, the Green Bamblekin League. Yeah, it turns out installing a random leg on them that they shouldn't have does destroy your standing with them quite a bit. That is unfortunate, but at the same time, what are we up to? Up to 11. Oh, seriously? You're still not there yet? I need them to get up to level 12. Once they're at level 12, we'll stop needlessly operating on these people. Well, Dog's Body will stop needlessly operating on people. Research completed. We now have access to electricity, which is great. We're also going to want air conditioning so we can now preserve some food. That's the best one on the menu. All the others are, like, there's some great things here, like solar panels, but we've already got one of those. Biofuel refining, I would love. Nutrient paste, always a good one. But realistically, I want air conditioning. This allows me to preserve food, and preserving food is the most important thing right now. So we're going to have the research done on that, and hopefully that will kick in sooner rather than later. In the meantime, though, we do have some extra power production, which means we can throw in some wind turbines. So let's throw in a wind turbine over here, and we'll throw in another one over there. And that will give us some extra power to work with. Though you need to put in some power conduits, though, in all fairness, the power conduit system is very straightforward. You just sort of run a power conduit near anything, and that's it. Boom. Done. You know what? We'll do it down there as well. Muffalo Revenge. Yeah, that revenge didn't last very long, especially when you're dealing with Rambo. Rambo's pretty good at the shooting about now. Up to 12? Yeah, they're only going to get better. Oh, yeah, let's skip it a bit forward and see what Randy has in store for us. Oh, no, one last thing. We want to go into production, and we want to get ourselves a sculptor's table. The reason we want to build a sculptor's table, what's this going to be made out of? You know what? Well, wooden sculptor's table. We currently have CD. You know, I'm going to have to rename these pawns at some point. CD here has 13 artistic. That's quite high. They can do some nice statues, and then we can put those in rooms to improve people's mood bonuses. For example, see Anita here. Slept in the cold. I need to do clothing next. Decent dining room, spacious interior, luxuriantly comfortable. Well, that's, the bed she's sleeping in. The bedrooms they're in are too low down. Once I stick a statue in here, they'll get a 1 or 2 points of mood bonus for the rest of the day if I put statues in there. So throwing together a few statues just to help us through the next couple of seasons might be a good benefit. Our sculptor's table is done. Well, probably done a while. I forgot all about it. But a quick few tips on how to set these up. First of all, we're just going to do this forever because sculptures are always useful. We want to clear all of this, and we're just going to use wood. It's the cheapest thing we have available. For any worker, we're going to set this to CD. We don't want anyone but CD using this bench. It'd be pointless to have anyone else doing it. And then decrease the radius so that they're only pulling wood from this stockpile. I don't want them running halfway across the map for stuff. And instead of taking to best stockpile, just drop on the floor. There we go. Done and dusted, and they will just start churning out statues until we tell them to stop, which is probably going to be a while. Anyway, we'll let this play out a bit until... who is it? Yes, Randy. Randy gets around to giving us something to worry about. Randy's been very slow about giving us something to worry about recently. I'm getting concerned. Normally when Randy takes a while, he makes it something special. Since our colony is now way, way, way too rich, we've been steadily accumulating wealth. It's time to sell some of that off and buy some good stuff. So we're just going to throw together a quick caravan. World map, select your settlement, form a caravan, and now it's going to be a little bit of a decision-making process. I do want to send Rambo. They are pretty good. We're only sending 2 people, though. We're just sending 1 small caravan. Rambo and Diggity are the 2 ones I'm going to send. It's just I don't want to send Stark or MacGyver. The 2 of them are in a relationship, so I'd prefer to keep them at home. Yeah, we don't care about any of the prisoners, but we do want to get some mules with us. So if you check on a muffalo here, say this one, it's only got 36.8 kilos. And if we added it, improves their speed by a bit. But if we grab this muffalo down here, it improves their speed by a lot more. The reason being this muffalo would appear to be either a juvenile or injured, one or the other. There's something wrong with them. Also, you can see why this green symbol here, this means they can graze. They can graze food from the environment instead of eating carried food. Grazing is only possible in some biomes and temperature ranges, etc., etc. Basically, at this point of the game, now that it's coming into spring, I don't have to pay food for these animals anymore, which is why you don't really trade caravans in winter. It's very expensive otherwise. So we want to add in a few of these. Dromedaries and muffalos are all I'm going to go with. The alpacas are handy, but unfortunately they slow you down a bit. For example, if I add in an alpaca, it actually reduces their speed. They're just they're not quite as good as muffalo and dromedaries. Now, does that give us enough speed? Oh, muffalo calf. No, you definitely don't want to add in a muffalo calf. That will slow us down even more. You also want to keep an eye out in here. Sometimes they'll list some of the animals as being pregnant. Pregnant animals will slow you down also. So try and keep animals that are, fast. That's pretty much what you're aiming for. Now let's load up with just a little bit of food. We only need enough for about 3 days or so. Wow, so that's going to run 2.9. You know what? We will take enough for 2.3 days. Maybe throw in a little bit of that one. Yeah, that's fine. I have then loaded up the caravan with, everything that I want to sell off. The only thing I'm keeping is the mega sloth wool and the muffalo wool. I have plans to make clothing out of those later once we've researched complex clothing, which will be in another half a season or so, or maybe 2. Then we've got all of the furs and skins we've harvested, plus I even getting rid of some of the stools, some of the fermenting barrels, and basically just dumping everything. All the junk weapons we've accumulated, all that stuff has to go. So we're going to choose a quick route, and we're going to go straight to the nearest place. I believe that's 0.75. Let's try over here. That's 1.12. Yeah, no, you know what? Let's go over here. Here is much closer. And then once you've got all of that set up, it's all ready to go. I could drop some of the dromedaries or some of the pack animals. I don't need them all, but this should speed us up. For example, if we get rid of one, it actually drops our movement speed. So having as many pack animals as you can bring with you usually brings up your speed by a little. 2.9 days worth of food. Yeah, we're not going to be gone that long. Well, that's up. Let's maybe put together a little miscellaneous zone here. We want a caravan spot for everyone to queues up. You know what? Let's make the caravan spot in here. I don't know if the animals can get in there, but why not? Before our trade caravan has even left, we've got Randy has given us a trade caravan request. A nearby settlement, Rimton, contacts you with a special trade request. Effectively, they want to buy 12 tribal wares of normal quality or better, not tainted, and in return they offer a silver chest table of excellent quality, a bionic eye, and Molotov cocktails worth, that looks quite decent. The estimated travel time, 1.5 days. What, is that it? Rimton? That's really close. I'm going to be going to Rimton anyway, so I think queuing up 12 tribal ware, not a big deal. Though I did just give away all of my material I could have used to make the tribal ware, but that's not a problem. We do have some more wildlife we can take advantage of. Let's stop trying to tame those muffalo and instead maybe pick up some doe. Yeah, some does will be fine. Anyway, we've got plenty of time for that one. In the meantime, I believe that that trade caravan is about to leave with... Yeah, perfect. They're heading off to the nearest settlement. Excellent. Ooh. Anita, computer is no longer inspired. Shoot frenzy. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. She had a shoot frenzy for a while. Anyway, let's skip forward and see what else Randy has in store for us. Excellent. Caravan has arrived at, whatever the place is called. Let's have a quick trade here. And it's going to be time to offload a whole bunch of resources. Now, do they have any pigs? That would be great. No pigs. Never mind. The first thing I was going to look out for was some Archotech stuff. Ancient tech, well, whatever you want to call it. I can't find any, though. Let's see if they've got any weapons. Ooh, Psychic Examity Lance. Psychic Soothe Pulsar, Bionic Stomach, Prosthetic Heart. Nothing too excellent there. Let's just see about selling money and then seeing if they have anything that's worthwhile. After a good look through, I found a telescope, which is really handy. You can't make these yourselves, and they have a recreational power of 120. To put it in perspective, Hoopstones, the one we currently have, has about 80% recreation power. It just means it takes longer for the dupes to get the same effect. This, Very handy. Mega screen television would also be very nice, but that's a little bit too expensive right now. I want to save the money for other things. Also picked up a marine helmet because marine helmets protect the noggins of your pawns, which is very, very, very important. Also a minigun and some Molotov cocktails. Molotov cocktails are handy for burning corpses, which is much more efficient than digging graves, and I'm running out of space to put all the graves in. Anyway, that seems like a decent trade, so we'll just accept that. And I think what we'll do is we'll go on and have a quick visit over to Clown's Bush just to see what they've got going on at the same time. That was incredibly quick. Let's see if they've got anything decent at Clown's Bush today. Nothing too amazing here is available, unfortunately, though I did manage to grab another marine helmet, though this one's only a normal. Picked up a psychic foil helmet. I really do like having a few of those on hand, especially if some of the nastier psychic events hit. Weapon-wise, all they have is more Molotovs, which I only need one. Psychic shock lance, so that if that prime dupe does come along, or prime pawn does show up, I can at least shock them and have a chance of capturing them. And I even bought some rice, because why not? If I buy this rice now, it'll allow me to start making some pemmican before my first crops come in. It just seems like a why not. Also reduces my wealth by quite a bit. And now we can just pop back to base. I am very disappointed in the quantity and quality of weapons that they had available. That's just depressing. And all the testing I've done in previous games, normally they'll have some Archotech eyes or, some decent bionics lying around. I'm going to have to hope that Rimton has something decent going on. Otherwise, I'm just very disappointed. Air conditioning is finished, so we can start putting in a freezer, which is great. And now we're going to get into some complex clothing. I want to get some complex clothing done because it just makes it so much easier if you can make your own clothing. Which reminds me, we're going to need to hunt some more wildlife, aren't we? Yeah, give me a few more does. Just as the caravan makes it back, Randy decides to give us an eclipse as well, just because. I don't mind. It's fine. An eclipse does nothing too major. At the same time that's going on, I'm getting CD here to improve their medicinal skills by doing a little bit of amateur surgery. It should hopefully help improve their skills. What are they at? Medical. Yeah, medical just went up a whole notch right there. Amazing. Excellent stuff. At this point, I think we're done with Cody. What's their health at? 2 peg legs and a denture. Yeah, I think we're done with you. So let's release. Yeah, that should hopefully help improve our relationships with that group. Though, how it can improve the relationships after we've done what we've done, I am not sure. I don't even want to think about it too much. Now, let's get ourselves... We've got ourselves access to refrigeration, so it's time to make a little quick storage area. What we'll do is we'll just... move a few things around, give ourselves some storage space, and set up some refrigeration units. Oh, that's also going to require us to mine out a few more components from around the map. I only want to mine out a few more, though, then the rest of the components are going to be sold. I don't want to be keeping them around the place. I want to make as much money as possible in as short a time as possible so I can buy as much weaponry as possible. Oh, and there's this psychic shock lance. We'll keep that around for the next raid, just in case there's a tempting pawn. As I continue with this little modification here, so I have a couple of fridges to store things in. One thing I'm doing is I'm walling in this area here, just to make it a little bit more contained, but I don't want to roof it. The reason being I've got the coolers. The coolers are going to be exhausting into here. When you make a refrigeration, I want to cool down this area, but I want the output to go out here. So I'm not going to roof in this area. So once this is finished, you'll notice they're going to want to try and roof this immediately. So instead, we'll just go ignore roof area. Yeah, we're just going to ignore all of that. Can we set that? I don't think you can set it in beforehand. But yeah, I don't want them roofing this place. So clear home area. No, clear remove area. It's only roofed in that place. It's fine. And there we go. Oh yeah, I got to do the same up here as well. Complex clothing is finished. And now I have a choice. I either go straight for microelectronics or I grab stone cutting. I've avoided stone cutting so far, but it's so cheap. I think I'll just grab it because I will need to grind up some stone at some point. The reason I don't like using a stone cutting bench is... that's a predator right there. The reason I don't like using a stone cutting bench is it does not grant you any bonuses. Not bonuses. It doesn't allow your pawns to level up. Your pawns do not gain any experience from using it. And what is taking so long? They need steel and components. I should have enough steel. Do I have enough components? And there we go. Randy has finally decided to give us something that happens. And it's a Zist event. It's one of those ones that drains all your batteries and causes a bit of a fire. Only seems to happen when your batteries are full, though. Yes, so we're going to draft you. When you draft pawns, are you going to be draftable? Well, I hope so. When you draft them, they can be used to quench fires in their local vicinity. Right, perfect. We will undraft you now, and you can get back to doing your work. Everyone will do the repairs. Oh, great. And it's at the time of day where the wind's low. You never mind, we've got enough power coming in. Everything will continue to function. Oh. Are these going to get unloaded? Oh, there we go. Someone's finally getting around to unloading some of the pack mules that came back. Time to spread out that armor among the troops. Next up from Randy, we've got a transport pod crash. Randy's being way too nice. It's making me paranoid. And they've got 6 hours to live. And they have, chemical interests, no thank you. Psychically sensitive, no thank you. Yeah, we're just not going to care about them. They can just stay there. Goodbye. Actually, you know what? We can do a good demonstration of how the Molotovs works. Where are my Molotovs? Oh, are you telling me some of these haven't been unloaded yet? I'm going to have to find my Molotov cocktails. That's more like it, Randy. A mad boomalope. That's going to be entertaining because they explode when they die. So, yeah, I'm not taking any chances with this. What have you got? You've got a sniper rifle? Yeah, you're coming with me. You've got pulse rifle, also coming with me. We have our little 3-man hit squad here who are going to go over and take care of this boomalope. There's plenty good. Hopefully the sniper can get a tag off on them to at least slow them down. There we go. You're not going to be going too fast, are you? No. There we go. Then we're going to send these in to actually put out the fires. Plus, we can get some hide out of this and probably some meat. Just so long as you put out the fires before the boomalope burns its corpse away. Before I even have a chance to finish putting out all the fires, Randy has given us a meteorite and a peace talks request, because of course he did. Large meteorite, let's see what it is. It's a bunch of sandstone. Well, okay, not going to complain. Yeah, basically they want us to go do some peace talks. Unfortunately, our best peace talker is Rambo. I think, what's their skill? They're like 5 or 6. They're something terrible. I could send a negotiator, and then if things go badly wrong, well, I get the experience anyway. If things go badly wrong, as long as I'm well armed and with a decent sized squad, I should be able to take care of any problems that occur, so it could be beneficial. Now comes another event. Seriously, this is what, 4 events in less than a cycle? You got to give it to the guy. Prisoners have staged a breakout. There are some defending the forelocks. Yeah, this can happen sometimes if you have multiple prisoners, even just one. They all suddenly go, yeah, we're escaping right now, and then all of them escape simultaneously. However, fortunately for them, Nog is currently under anesthetic because CD is working on their medical skills. They're up to level 8 already today, which is pretty good. Speedy here, I think Speedy's going to make a run for it, but let's see if Rambo gets out of there in time. And once they make it out here, that's good. Let's get everyone in to have a little bit of a chat with Speedy about their prison break. Oh, no you don't. Punch them, punch them, punch them. They managed to pick up some Molotovs I left lying outside the door. Not a good idea on my part. Anyway, let's get rid of those. And Speedy, you're going to take a nap. Capture Speedy. And once Speedy is back in their prison cell, they can get some more medical attention. What's your medicine set to at the moment? You know what? Let's just make sure you don't get any. Yeah, we'll just bandage you up. That's even more practice for our doctor. It's perfect. Complex furniture, finished. Stone cutting, finished. Complex clothing, finished. All of these basics are quite handy, and I want them. After that, though, yeah, I don't care about all the rest of them. All the weapons and all that stuff, I'm just going to buy them so I can ignore that tech and go straight for microelectronics. It's just, it gives us a high-tech research bench, and as well as that, it gives us the comms console, and the comms console is what we really want to get our hands on. So, crops-wise, that's been going ahead as planned, but it's time to... what's that? Psychic Soothe? Thank you, Randy. Well, that kind of doesn't make up for any of the crazy stuff you've shown at us, but it's nice. What was I going to do? Oh, yes, I'm going to do some planting. We want to plant some more food because... Well, not food, actually. We want to plant some more cash crops. So let's do it over here. Maybe install a few more of these wind turbines just to make sure we've got enough power no matter what happens. We are going to plant a nice big crop of smoke leaf there. It should help out in giving us some money. Meanwhile, I want to go get some more animals in. You know what? Yeah, let's, now that we've got refrigeration on hand, we can start storing up some animals and storing up some food. This was the one thing I was afraid of. Blight. This is usually not that much of an annoyance, but the way the game engineers it is, blight takes out 20% of your crops. It doesn't matter how much crops you have, but about 20% of them will be affected. It doesn't seem to be affecting these newer ones over here that I've just planted, so maybe I could be wrong, but according to the wiki, 20% of your crops are going to get hit. What you want to do, go and cut them out straight away. A few important things to remember when you're dealing with blight. It's very simple, just turn off sowing. The reason being, once these hit a certain percentage, I think it's about 28%, the blight hits 28%, you can see it down there, it will start spreading to nearby plants. So what you kind of want to do is make sure you get rid of all the blight before it has a chance to spread. If it does spread, then you're going to have to make sure you continue to concentrate and take it all out. And then once it's all gone, make sure it's all eradicated, then turn sowing back on. Otherwise, what can happen is you're going to start eradicating the blight, then you're going to start planting plants as you go, and then the blight will spread to the freshly planted plants. Blight can't jump 4 tiles, though, so if you keep 4 tile gap between whatever's been hit, you should be fine. Oh yeah, so that's that all done. I've queued up jade statues here. Nope, sorry, wrong one. I've queued up jade statues at the start to make forever jade statues. The reason being jade is quite a valuable resource, and if I make jade statues at it, I can sell it for quite a lot more cash. I'm not going to keep it around. It would make me far too wealthy. But I can sell them for quite a lot of cash. So I'm just strip mining out the map for any jade I can see. There's not a lot on most maps. Once all the jade is gone, I'll going to strip mine out a whole bunch of other things as well. But for the time being, I'm just producing some heavy, some clothing. So I've queued up, was it 7 dusters? Yeah, 7 dusters made out of heavy fur. 7 pants I have queued up to be made out of mega sloth wool and muffalo wool. This just gives me good insulation. The combination of these 3 dusters, pants, and button-down shirts, all made out of muffalo wool or heavy leather, will all give me decent insulation versus the winter, and they'll also be decent during the day, or during the heat. So all works out nicely for me. And at the same time, I'm trying to produce the required 12 tribal wear things that is required for that trade quest down over in over here. They want 12 tribal wares, which they're willing to trade for some. That silver chest table is really what I want out of it. Oh, and there's that peace talks. You know what? I might send someone out to those peace talks right now, just because this is going to take a little bit longer, and Rambo can go get some exercise. Oh, you know what? Rambo should probably pick up that minigun before they go. Randy decides to give us a solar flare. Solar flare has absolutely no effect on us. We're mostly powered by wind turbines anyway, which are, well, okay, pretty low down on the scale. Over here, I've made a few minor alterations just to make sure that if there's any zists again, I have some backup battery power. It's not really highly essential considering that I don't have any hydroponics going, but I did want to make sure that I had something in place. Oh, that reminds me, I should connect that up. So I have you want to make sure you have dual redundancy just in case there's a break in the wire somewhere. So that means this solar panel and this wind turbine are just powering those 2 batteries just to make sure everything stays up. And if any problems happen, I can just switch that on to let them connect again. Anyway, crops-wise, they're growing. Over here, also growing. This is going to be our cash crop, but in the meantime, I'm getting Diggity, who got injured during a roof collapse due to my negligence. They're going out and mining out around the place and just getting us as much resources as we possibly can. Which reminds me, have we managed to obtain enough of them yet? We have 11. All we need is 1 more, and what happened to power? Solar flare is only not supposed to take out... electromagnetic interference. Never mind. Solar flare is just going to take out the power, which means we can't produce anything. Annoyance, but we can live with it. And finally, Randy has decided to reveal his true nature and give us a raid. The Green Bamblekin League. Are those the people that I've been operating on? Maybe? Let's see what your bio is. Nope, this is the Tomahawk Men. Okay, so these are some other people I've annoyed. Let's see what they've got. There's 7 of them? Oh, that's kind of weak sauce. Most of them have bows, and a couple of them have spears. What are these? Pilas? Stila Kiwas. Okay. Yeah, let's go have some words with them. Oh, and how quickly are they attacking? They're going to prepare for a while, so I think we'll grab a nap. Yeah, we'll deal with these guys in the morning. Let everyone take a nap. Here they come. I probably should have started a little bit earlier. Oh, yeah, I forgot to move my animals, didn't I? Yeah, safety zone. Where is my safety zone? Yep, I didn't make one, did I? Never mind, I think I deleted one I had. So we'll just, we'll make a new area. New area 1. We're going to put you over here, and we're just going to get all our animals out of the way for now. There we go. They're all in area 1. That should hopefully get them away from all the arrows that are being fired at them. And everyone else is just dropping over. Oh, MacGyver, now that you've done your job, you can come back here and stand on the line. Stark, same thing. Get on the line. Who's missing? Oh, Rambo. Rambo's on the way. They're carrying the last turret. Oof. Oh, Rambo. No. You're going to join in. Seriously, you're going to run across open ground and try and stab people. Oh, that's not going to go well. Oh, I love that minigun. Anyway, let's check to see if there's anything worthwhile taking from this raid. Nothing worthwhile out of that. The only person we caught was Baboon. Fast learning, kind, chemical interest. They've got a chemical interest. I don't want them. That just makes them too unpredictable and unreliable. Damage-wise, Diggity took a bit of a hit from, when we ran someone down to beat them up. And MacGyver took a few hits when one of the close mini people came straight at them. And Stark, oops, I forgot that. I left you right there. You can get back to work. We'll uninstall these again. We can reinstall these if we ever need them. Yeah, that didn't go too badly. I think it's because we got rid of some of our wealth. The attack wasn't quite so bad. Because Randy likes to be generous. He's giving us a disease infection. MacGyver's gotten sick from an infection. The infection in his left arm. That would mean we should probably get CD over there to have a quick tend to them. Let's make sure they can get some decent medicine first. We want to make sure this is finished quickly. Otherwise, it's just an annoying problem. Prioritize tending. Yes. Oh, wait. Prioritize cleaning first. Then prioritize tending. Perfect. I just want to make sure that they definitely get the best care possible because I need MacGyver back on their feet shortly. We're going to be doing a trade run. We've got the necessary equipment. The what do you call those things? Yeah, the clothing anyway. We're the tribal wear. We're bringing the tribal wear on the next morning. Or we're going to be bringing that on a mission. And I'm going to need everyone in top form. So Diggity also needs to be healed up soon as well. Before I launch off my next trade caravan, we're just going to do a quick corpse disposal. This is just one of the simpler ways of dealing with things. You grab some Molotovs, and then you just throw them. That sets fire to the problem. The problem evaporates. Well, something along those lines. We'll go over here. You see there's another one left over there. Problem solved. Well, it's not very accurate, but yes, eventually the problem will be solved. Let's just make sure that the bodies don't hang around. The reason being, if they do hang around, they give negative debuffs to your pawns every time they walk by them. And if there's more than one, it stacks up to 3, so it's quite unpleasant. I think we got them all. You know what? We'll just bring them back and we'll equip the minigun so we can get back to work. CD's bios come a long, long way. They were quite poor in medical, and now they're only two tiles off 12, or 2 points off 12, though this prisoner is going to be released now. They've served their purpose. We've got the maximum amount of operations we can out of them. Though, what was it I learned? It turns out you can rename them, so you can give them an extra name. Oh, cannot banish Nog since he cannot walk. Oh no, I don't want to banish them. I just wanted to rename them. Pity. If we actually keep them? Did it give us the chance? Oh, I thought we had the chance to rename them. Never mind. We'll just release them anyway and get rid of them. Next up, time to make a trade caravan. We're going to head over to here and we're going to sell ourselves we're going to go and finish that this quest. They want 12 tribal wear. Quick caravan done up, and we're taking, lots of things with us, including the statues. The statues would be worth a fair bit of cash. For example, those jade statues, they're worth a pretty penny. The wooden statues are okay, but the jade, definitely worth an awful lot more. It might be an idea. Where's the uranium? If I have any uranium left, I might want to turn that into statues as well. Yeah, that'll be better. I'll leave the uranium behind, and I can find a better way to sell that. That's where we're going to go. It's going to take 1.2 days. Let's accept. Yeah, that's fine. And there we go. We'll have another caravan pulled together, and that caravan will go out and sell a whole bunch of this junk and hopefully get us closer to getting more weapons. Well, things just got interesting. Randy decided to give us toxic fallout. Any person or creature not on the roof will be slowly sickened by the toxic dust settling out of the atmosphere. It will last from anywhere between a few days to over a season. Right. Any person or creature. We need to start bringing all our creatures indoors. 340 blue fur. For a power claw. Oh, they're close by. I wonder if I have 340 blue fur on the current caravan. Where's my current one? If I keep that blue fur, I can make a tidy profit by selling that power claw. Well, we'll have to see. Anyway, once the hunting has all gone down, we should hopefully have most of the animals harvested for... where is it? Wildlife. Yeah, we're going to harvest all the alpacas, the mega sloth, and the grizzly bear. We're going to get a lot of... Colonist needs treatment. What happened here? They got bitten by a rat and toxic buildup initial. Oh, you know what? Let's pull everyone back in. Everyone needs to return to base. The whole lot of you. No more hunting. No more nothing. Oh, what the? Are you getting... You're getting attacked by a rat, aren't you? That is just toxic. Okay, drone level is low. Okay, so that's going to make everyone really unhappy. Perfect. How is that rat still alive, Anita? Seriously, your close combat cannot be that bad. There we go. There we go. Excellent. All right, we'll get everyone healed up and we'll get this sorted out. We are going to lock everyone inside the base so that no one is able to get out. We've locked all the doors. That should hopefully stop everyone from going into too much of a panic. We have plenty of food. We should be fine, though. Yeah, we might have to cull the herd just to make sure we've got some space. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get some research done, I suppose, in the interim. Caravan has arrived at Rimpton. Let's hope they've got some decent trading going on here because it's, pretty sucky at home at the moment. After a lot of milling about and figuring things out, I've sold off most of the stuff, the junk we've accumulated, just, furs and things. But the one thing I did want to buy, an Archotech leg. It's effectively a bionic leg, but it's sort of lost technology, so it gives 150% body part efficiency. Normal bionics only give about 125, so this stuff is pretty difficult to find, but really useful. So this will allow you, just one of these on a pawn will allow them to move about 25% faster, which is incredibly worthwhile. They can run people down, they can run away, they can kite things a lot better. It's just amazing. The Archotech arms are very good as well. They're quite handy, but they're more for about manipulation, which is production and things like that, and they can help with surgery and things. But I would much prefer to have the Archotech leg. I've also sold off the bionic eye. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to hold out for some Archotech eyes. They're much, much better. Anyway, that's I'm quite happy with that trading. We've come away with a decent haul. Time to go back home and hope that this toxic fog goes away sooner rather than later. You know what? I might want to actually stop outside. Yeah, now that I think about it, I might want to stop outside the village. Because if I have to bring all those animals in, it's going to cost me an awful lot of food that I can ill afford. I might even be better off getting these current animals and sending them back out onto the trail so that they're not interfering here. While I have got the time, I might as well dig out some extra bedrooms at the back here. I've been meaning to do it for a while. This just makes it more organized. Oh, and I might as well get some more medical training going on for, was it CD? What are you at? 10 medical. We can improve upon that. I think we've got Speedy and Baboon over here. Well, Speedy, what's their resistance looking like? Wow, yeah, they're not going to be joining us anytime soon. Baboon, yeah, we don't want you out. You definitely don't want you. So we're just going to queue up an extra couple of operations here just to, we're out of herbal medicine. Oh, well, looks like you're getting the good stuff while we go and give you some dentures. Anyway, this will allow us to just take care of a few in-base things while all this is going on. Well, the toxic fallout. To go down with all this, because the animals are all in close proximity, or maybe just because Randy likes us, one of your animals has gotten sick from the flu. Make sure they get proper treatment. Who's Caesar? Oh, Caesar's one of the nice dogs. Flu minor. You know what? You're a good dog, so we will give you some decent medicine. How about that? Oh, damn it. Yeah, we'll give you the good stuff. Namely because I don't have any herbal medicine. Oh, now we can do smoothing on these floors. There's a smoothing option. Right down here you'll see smooth surfaces. Very handy for smoothing out rough surfaces that you don't like. There, it'll make everything look nice and pretty. Also takes a very long time. Get us some good construction skills up on our pawns. We have a transport pod crash and a child spy named Hofer is crashing. Well, I've got bad news. From the Tomahawk men. You can capture him for recruitment or slavery purposes. Okay, let's see. How are you doing out there? Oh my. They have lots and lots of passions and interests. And they're good at shooting to start. Jealous I don't like, but they're a transhumanist, which means we put on some artificial body parts and no one will care. This might be worthwhile. I just need to find a room for them. Oh, they're pretty far away. Someone's going to have to make a long run to grab them, and we're going to have to make them a quick prison room. We had to open one of the doors to let MacGyver out. Let's see. Yeah, as I thought, everyone else is trying to get out as well. Let's not allow them to do that. Oh, yeah, there goes Anita too. I'll just have to make sure they don't get out. To try and cut down on food stress and to hopefully help out, I've queued up another caravan using Anita. Anita here is going to collect all the animals. She's going to load them up with a bit of food. Oh, diggity, where are you going? Deconstructing limestone walls. No, you are not. You know what? I'm going to have to restrict everyone who's not them to the inside. Yeah, so inside the restrict settings, I can set them up to pets toxic. They shouldn't be able to leave except for Anita. Anita has unrestricted access. And she's leaving with... Yeah, she's leaving with those critters. Excellent. Now we can lock the doors again and stop everyone from going in and out all the time. Assuming we've got everyone inside. Oh, diggity. How are you doing? Yeah, get on with the day. It's fine. Who needs a warden? Ooh. Yeah, okay, so I've sent all my wardens out. Oops. That's never mind. They can, once they get out onto the world map, let's see, how's everyone doing? We can merge those two. Perfect. Now that they're merged, they can share food. The problem was they were out of food at the time. Berries, foraging, yeah, days of food, 1.1. Yeah, I'm going to have to move people in and out as this goes on. This is going to get frustrating. Accidentally brought everyone back inside because I didn't know what I was doing. So now I've got all my animals back inside. I'm going to have to lead them out. But just, I need to let the... Ooh. Medicine. Herbal medicine. Thank you, Randy. That's wonderful. Soon I'll be able to get to it, I presume. Once these... Are these animals going to die off? I presume, yeah, they've got toxic buildup extreme. At some point, they're just going to, well, die. Nope. What was that noise? Poison chip. Oh, come on. Right. Okay. This could be problematic. Thanks, Randy. Also, the boomalop have started dying off, so they're exploding. Oh, yeah, so I can't send people out for very long. Let me think about this for a second. Before I take care of the poison ship and create another caravan to get all of the animals out of here so I can preserve my food, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get Anita here. We're going to go to her health and we're going to queue up an operation for her. And we are going to replace her left leg, which has a big scab star on it, with an Archotech left leg. Wait, no, that's right leg. Left leg? Yes. Install Archotech left leg. Now, you may be wondering, yes, we're a bunch of Stone Age people who barely got past stone tools. Is this not an incredibly risky procedure? Well, this is as risky as it gets. What I'm trying to get at here is there's a 2% default failure rate for all surgeries no matter what you do. That is just the way it is. However, if you want to get, say, a failure rate of just... or a success rate of 98% on surgeries, all you need is a clean room. Wood floors will do just fine. A normal bed, that will also do just fine. And you need a doctor with a skill of 12. Now, assuming I'm reading the wiki correctly and doing the math right, and the calculator worked everything out for me correctly, then that's all I need. So theoretically, this is as safe as it gets. So all we're going to do is we're going to queue up for Anita to go in for a bit of surgery, and after she's got her surgery, she'll be able to move nice and quickly, and we'll get her to go take a pot shot at that poison chip. However, we're going to need to get someone else to go outside, and I think it's going to be Rambo. You know what, Rambo? You're pretty tough, and you're optimistic, which means even if you do get a bit hurt, you'll be able to be fine. And we're going to get you to do a quick exit of this map. We want you to form a caravan, and we want you to take everything that can forage with you. The whole lot. Even the raccoon can go. The whole lot of them. Yes. Also, we want you to take maybe some food with you so you don't starve. That would probably be a good idea. How long will this stuff last for? Rot in 2.6 days. Rot in 1.8. Yeah, well, you can take some of this. Days. Food, 27.5? Ah, yes. Let's see. Choose a route. Oh, accept that. You must assign at least one non-downed colonist. Oh, yeah. Should have assigned Rambo. That would be a good idea. Boom, boom. Yes, choose a route, and we'll just have them sit outside. And accept. Caravan is only 3 days worth of food. That is okay. Let's go back inside and make sure no one's exiting. Except for Rambo. Oh, that reminds me, I'm going to have to... I wonder, do I have to allow Rambo out, or will they actually just leave with the... Yeah, they leave. Boom. Okay, all good. Now, Anita has a scheduled surgery. Let's go and have a look at her health. Oh, overview. Make sure she gets the good stuff. We want her to have the good medicine. And then we'll queue up Dog's Body to do the operation. Dog's Body has found the Archotech leg. Oh, before we go, I should probably check what is her average foot speed over uneven ground. Well, okay, it's going to be really slow right now because she's anesthetized. Never mind. Let's say someone like Dog's Body, let's check their foot speed. Average speed 3.71. That should be about the average for everyone. So everyone should have about a 3.1, 4.48. Why is Dog's Body so slow? Maybe it's because of the gear they're wearing. Oh, yeah, and they have a bunch of scars. Yeah, I might want to replace their leg when the time comes. That's one of the reasons I've got CD training up. Yeah, CD training up on medical. I want CD to get good enough that they can operate on Dog's body and replace Dog's body's legs as well. I want at least 2 doctors because there is always the 2% chance of it going horrifically wrong. No. Archotech leg. Nice. That will now be my fastest runner of all of my pawns. So I'm going to use them to take a pot shot at that. Then some bots are going to come out. We're either going to draw the bots away or kite them. Anita will be the fastest, and she's got an exceptionally good shot as well. She's shooting of 13. Rambo, why did you come back? You left, and then you came back. Why did you do that? I sent you out to the world map. Never mind. Wait a minute. A bunch of manhunters? Where are they coming from? Manhunting cougars have showed up. This could help with my meat supplies. Just saying. You know what? I may have to take them out just to improve my meat supplies. Though I'm not sure that's a good idea. You know what? No. We'll let Rambo leave. Rambo's going to leave with all the pack animals. Go on, Rambo. Get out of here. Everyone else? Maybe we should just lock the doors and leave them outside. If we leave them outside, they're going to die and the meat will be a waste. I would prefer to get my hands on the meat, and to do that, we can bring them inside. Though do we have the firepower to take them out, especially with 2 of our pawns out of action? So, the plan. I have a really, really bad one. What I'm going to do is I am going to open this door. And, yeah, we're going to hold that open. We're going to have CD walk in there. You know what, CD? You are going to then walk right back in. And we're going to let the cougars attack. And we are going to melee them down. Oh, uranium clubs to the face. Anyone else left alive? That worked out impressively well. Is anyone injured? Okay, MacGyver and CD have taken a little bit of damage. What have they? Toxic buildup initial, bite cougar teeth. Okay, everyone else is not too bad. So, you know what? Is that enough meat? Those ones are injured and running away. These ones are... Wow, okay, they're going to die shortly anyway. That one's not. We broke them. Fine, let's... Well, no, I want to take them into the storage. I better take these all into storage so that we can keep them ready for more food. More food. No, I need to take the corpses in there so they can be stored up before they get any more contaminated. If they get too contaminated, that could be bad. So we will unselect a lot of you, and we will have you rescue. I don't want you rescue. Oh, I have to expand their allowed area, don't I? Well, Anita's up and around again. Everyone's back in their bunks. It's time to go take care of that annoying problem of the poison ship before it gets any worse. In the middle of a toxic buildup. Oh, and we've also got a prisoner quest. Yeah, she's 31. Enemy outpost guarded by 4 enemies. Yeah, 14 days. Yeah, I don't really care. Really far away. Not worth my effort. Ooh, what else is on the world map? There is a few more quests that I should be going to. That one there I would like to go to. 12 days left on that. It might be an idea just to send... No, I'm not going to send Rambo off on their own to do that. We're going to send Anita out now to take care of this problem. She should be able to... Yeah, she can go out that way. Take it. Where are you going? Oh, they're going to tidy up that room? That's... You know what? Why don't you... Outside allowed area, pets, toxic safety. I want to get rid of that rat. It's opening that door. You know what? Doesn't make a difference. So long as everyone stays mostly inside, we should be fine. You need to come over here. So let's see what happens. Well, let's see what happens when the first shot hits. We have... Centipede? Is that it? That's fine. Centipedes are pretty handy. They're very slow, and they have small weapon range. So Anita here can stay out of distance, fire a few shots, and then run away. Run. Run, 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 run. You missed. And then you just repeat ad nauseum. This would be a lot easier if it wasn't in the middle of toxic fallout. The moment she gets any build-up, I need to run. And what's the health on this thing? God, this thing's going to take forever, isn't it? Yeah. Quick tip, if you let it get too close to you, it fires a flaming big gun at you. How's this thing doing? Third body ring, fourth body ring. Yeah, this thing seems to take an awful lot to go down. And I'm going to need to have to stop people going in and out here because Dog's body, or Diggity for some reason, just likes to keep going in and out. No idea why. Also, why is Diggity not taking care of that mining? I've set that mining up. Never mind. We are going to finish off this sucker here. We need to stay out of its weapon radius. And we need to keep an eye on the toxic buildup, which is already not great. But I think Anita's got this. So caution was a thing I had for a while until the flames got a little bit uncontrollable. So I ran out 2 other pawns to take a shot at it. Yeah, this thing needs to go down. These things are incredibly tough. If I had the time and didn't have to worry so much about the toxic buildup, I'd kite it for days. But yeah, we don't have time for that. Everyone, back inside. Medical treatment for everyone. Oof. Toxic buildup. That's not good. Let's hope that burn wears off. Anyway, let's skip forward a bit. Once everyone's inside, we can seal up the doors. Yeah, I just remembered. I still haven't killed the poison ship. Someone's got to go out there and do that. Maybe MacGyver? What's your health like, MacGyver? Okay, you're not exposed to anything. You'll be fine. Yeah, well, once you... Yeah, where are you? Yeah, you got everything sorted. I think we'll get you out there to do some work. Where are you? I find it hilarious that MacGyver is beating up a poison ship with a lump of uranium. That just seems like the most dangerous, silliest thing to do. Yeah, you know what? Let's take a bunch of this back. There's a quick trick you can do with caravanning. So we can go world map, make a quick caravan, get MacGyver, or MacGyver, you're going to be our caravaner. Choose a route, doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, we'll accept that. Yeah, confirm. Go back into the world view. Now they're set to make a caravan, and now they can carry lots of stuff they shouldn't be able to. So load past steel into the caravan. Yes, all of it. Thank you very much. Also load the components, all of it. Yeah, load that. And you know what? You can try loading all the steel as well. Assuming you can take it all. And there we go. If they can't manage all of that, though, we can cancel forming caravan. And then we can... Ooh, nope. Can you pick up anything else? No. Well, time to go back home then, isn't it? Boom. And then we get to bring everything back in one quick trip. That's a handy little trick. It feels a little bit exploity at times, but considering the toxic clouds around me, I'm not going to care. I think we'll cut today's episode out there. We've got several people who are either wounded, have toxic buildup, have bad health, or just, generally had bad days. There's a lot of scars going around. Yeah, this has not been a good week. Also, our potato crops are ready to be harvested, but we can't harvest them because if we go outside, we die. You know what? It might be an idea to grab some of them. Maybe I can grab a few. No, later. I'll cut this episode out here. I hope you enjoyed my the torturous path my poor pawns have taken. Though on the bright side, we have an entire fridge full of Cougars. Well, until the power gets knocked out, at which point they'll all rot. But we got time.